Hi guys, it's Kaz here, aka Cats and Camera, and this is my February haul. I didn't get very many books this month, so I've also got a few stationery bits, so hopefully you enjoy that as well. I know it seems like most people that enjoy reading like stationery as well, because how can you not? So hopefully you like that aspect of this video as well. First up, as I'm sure anybody that's seen a haul before will know, I'm collecting all the volumes of Chew, and in February I got volume 6, Space Cakes. I have already read this. I'll tell you what I think in my March wrap up. But basically this story is sort of crime, police, detective work, but with a twist. There's people that can eat food or eat people and get the emotions of them. There's, later on in the series, there's just people with loads of different abilities. Another character can write so in-depthly about food that the reader can taste it, physically taste it, and so on. There's a lot of different characters, but it's a really great series and I definitely recommend you check this one out. Here's what the artwork looks in here. This is my favourite sort of artwork. Really nice colours. It's a really fun read as well. And another thing that I really love about Chew is on the back with the reviews, every single issue, at the bottom review is always like a bad one or not so great. So the last one and this one says subpar. And I just really enjoy the fact that they don't mind taking the mickey out of themselves a little bit. But it's not subpar, it's really good. You should definitely check this out. Next up, I got Out of the Pocket by Bill Conisberg. If anyone has seen my February wrap up, you know I've read this in February, so I'll leave that down below if you want to check out more of my thoughts about it. I got this one off eBay, hardback. It was only a couple of pounds. So I love getting, well, I got Chew off eBay as well. So it's definitely worth checking out eBay if you've never done it before. It's kind of scary at the beginning. You're scared that you might get something bad or have bad experiences. But as long as you look at the description, if it's like new, even acceptable, get it. It's a lot cheaper than buying stuff brand new or buying them off even half price sites. So definitely check them out, check eBay out. And last but not least, I went into a charity shop. It's actually one that I don't really go in as often as some other ones because it's only open a few days a week. But I thought I'd give it a go and I picked up a bargain. I got Shadow and Bone by Lee Bardugo for only £1. I know a lot of people are like, oh, but the cover. Yeah, this cover's weird. It's got the book on the book and then white space around it, but I really don't care about what books look like. It's about the content. So I'm really glad I found this. I've been wanting to read this series for a while because I want to read Crooked Kingdom and Six of Crows as well, but obviously I wanted to read this first. And yeah, I think that's a really good find. I wasn't really expecting to find anything in there worth getting, but I got this for £1, so I think that's really good. And like I say, it's fine. It's not like there's anything wrong with it. So I'm looking forward to reading this at some point soon. Now I'm going to move on to a few little stationery bits. There's not a lot, there's only 3 things and 2 of them are notebooks. But first of all, I want to talk about this, which is a set of sticky notes. And then you've got all these tabs in here. And this was only £1.99 and I've colour coordinated the tabs so they mean something different to when I can tab a book. I'd never done tabbing before February and I thought I'd give it a go. I've seen a lot of people do it and I thought it might be something for me, especially if it's for a review. But a lot of the time I'll read a book and then a few months later, even if I know I really like the book, there'll be a lot of things that I can't remember, or I'll be reading a book and I'll laugh at something and later on I'll be like, oh, I wish I'd sort of wrote that down, or see a great quote or cry. If you've been on my channel for a while, you'll know that I like crying at books. I talk about it a lot. But yeah, so I picked up these to do. I have used them. I used them in this book and I did find it really interesting to use. A really good way to go back and find certain things that I wanted to talk about in my review. I'll leave the review for this below if you want to check that out. But yeah, I thought this was a really great buy, having 8 different tab sets, and there are a lot of each colour for £1.99, and in here there's 4 of these tabs as well, big ones. So I thought that was a super good find. I got this at the Works. If anyone lives in England, I don't know if the Works are anywhere else, But if you live in England and you have the Works shop near you, then check it out because this is really good buy. Also at the Works, I picked up this Anamorphia notebook, which I think is so nice. I've seen these before a few times on YouTube. Just look inside. Basically, it's like a notebook, but there's also pages with colouring on. There's big pages with a lot of space and then some pictures. Other ones like this, lined pages. Well, I think it's such a super unique notebook that I really wanted, but I wasn't sure what I would use it for because I don't want to ruin it. But I decided I'm going to take this when I go travelling or if I go on holiday. It also has really big flaps at the front and the back, so I feel like I might glue down the bottom end and then I can use it to like put tickets in or stubs of things or receipts, stuff like that. I'm just going to use it basically like a diary when I go. I'm going to Norway in October and I'm going to use it for that. And again, this was really cheap. It's meant to be £9.99, but at the Works it was either £1.99 or £2.99, but it's still very cheap compared to how much it's meant to be. So yeah, I really like that. And I really don't want to ruin it with my horrible handwriting, but it's going to be good. It's going to be a nice thing to look back on when I filled it up. Last but not least, I picked up this notebook. It was only 49p from Home Bargains. Again, I'm not sure if that's a company that's anywhere else apart from in England, but if it is, it's really cheap, so you should definitely check it out if you've got one close. And this one I'm just using, like, I'm learning Norwegian because I figure what's the point of going to a country and not getting everything you can out of the experience, so I'm learning Norwegian. It's going okay so far. I'm enjoying it and hopefully I don't butcher the language. But yeah, I thought writing it out and reading and saying it can only help, can't it? So I've got that one as well. So yeah, those are the things, the books and the sort of stationery bits that I picked up in February. I'm happy with my purchases. I don't feel like I need massive book hauls every month because I have so many books I need to read. And I've kind of, last year for quite a few months, I got really crazy about going in the charity shops and buying all the books. But I've calmed down a little bit. I'm not going to lie, I still like going in there and scouting about. But there was one day where I went in about 5 different shops and I didn't buy anything, I just browsed, and I felt really proud of myself for that. But yeah, that was my February haul. If you've read any of the books that I picked up, or if you've just started tabbing or have done it for a while, then I would love to hear your thoughts on any of the books or tabbing books down below in the comments. Or if you haven't picked up any of these things, what else? What did you pick up in February? I'd love to know. Maybe I'll check some out on Goodreads if anybody puts any recommendations down below. Yeah, if you like this video, then please like it, and if you want to see other videos or see what else I'm posting in the future, then subscribe. Yeah, I hope you enjoy this video and I'll see you soon. Bye.